Look, I just want to say, sometimes you just gotta shout yourself out. Shout yourself out. Shout yourself out. When I say, boy, boy, that man, that's enemy. You feel me? He will play in your face if you allow him to. And as somebody like as somebody that went to school for chemistry and biology and got her master's in biochem, I'm a certified wellness coach. I got a certificate in herbalism. Like, I love observing things. I love getting my documentation on things. Like, yes. Let me research. When I say the philosophy in me be activated, I love to learn. Now, why do you think that? Why do you feel that way? So we finna get to the bottom of it, y'all. I just be out here like, man, what? You hear dancing face, and I mean good too. Moves be so smooth, you be like, ooh. Joints is lubricated. Yeah, man. Hoping, conflicted possibilities, escaping. We just gonna get an energy check in. What you need us to know, spirit? Emotion. This emotional storm, y'all. When I say it's emotional storm, what's this emotional storm? What we got going on? Peace, balance, harmony, pain, apprehension, caution. One more. Do we come up out of this? Running, ghosting, disappearing. Apparently, so we run from it. Conflict, clashing, differences, incompatibility, open heart, receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. We're cursed at the bottom. Hex, conflicted, negative, bad. I got the shadow deck here. What is this emotional storm on? Let's see what this emotional storm is about. Let's see how we can unveil this and release it so that we can just go ahead and keep showing up for the shit that we want in our reality movement. So I'm gonna need you. So this is like I just stated, and then there's a snake on here. Them joints lubricated. So I need you to awaken that Kundalini experience within yourself now. I'm gonna tell you now, this is going to cause pain because it's going to be energy that you have not moved in a very long time. Now, one way you can tap into your Kundalini experience, of course, is doing those sacral chakras. Like I told y'all, we was working on the root, sacral, and solar plexus. So this is you moving. Movement is all about the ones. This is all about the momentum. This is actually you doing whatever it is. So if you actively need to work through whatever this emotional storm is, whatever is affecting you, that is causing you pain, that is stopping you from having this peace and whatever this open heart that you need to have, this receptive energy, what is it that you keep running away from and why? So, open, we have movement that came out. The observer, and then paradox. The observer is, and see with this is the weaving and the webbing. So it's kind of like some of your past endeavors, like I stated on the last one, where why do you cling so tight when you make a mistake? You need to start releasing that by movement, of course, by doing other things. And the paradox is like, maybe you did take a chance on something and it didn't work out, and here you go again at it. But understanding that, because I've actually never pulled the paradox card, but I know what a paradox is. I know what a paradox is. It's so the paradox reminds us that we hold two extremes at the same time. Sometimes we focus on things, whether internal or external, and see them as one-sided. But to hold the paradox within us requires strength. To see our most brilliant qualities and most ugly, to acknowledge that they both live within us, is a gateway to growth. Carl Jung said the paradox is one of the most valuable spiritual possessions, and for anyone who does shadow work, they know this is true. This can also be difficult for many people if we have been raised in a rigid environment where things are viewed as black and white. If it is hard for us to accept our flaws, let alone love them. One of the best ways to slowly enter a relationship with our internal paradox is to remind ourselves that we need to create these things within us. That we do not need to create these things within us. It does not define us, and yet we are responsible for it. To work more deeply with the paradox as you witness yourself throughout the day. Identify what types of thoughts you have more of, positive or negative. From there, find the polar extreme. For example, maybe you thought, man, I'm so fucking lazy. Acknowledge a couple things that make that true. Then find the polar opposite, i.e. hardworking, and acknowledge a few things or experiences that prove that you are hardworking. So, with this emotional storm, you need to start sitting with your thoughts more. Because maybe you are spiraling yourself into this feeling, whatever this is. Now, there's two things here with this incompatibility, differences, clashings. That's someone else's energy. And maybe you or them are running from a connection and having an open, or maybe, because you're a realist, or you see through this, and because you see it, they're running because they can't reciprocate that vulnerability back to you. Of course, that message is for some of you, but saying you do your shadow work, or saying you do face your fears, or you do show up for yourself, and you do hold yourself accountable, and there's someone in your energy that don't do that for themselves because they rather play the victim, that what makes y'all incompatible. Doesn't mean that you can't grow. So you're forcing somebody to go through an awakening, and it's going to break this, and they know that. They see that you literally are that in their life, and that does scare some people. That literally will scare some people right the fuck up out of your life. Let me get one more. One more. And then we'll get some tarot. You have strength. Do you see this? You know a tree has to grow both ways at the same time. So as you do your healing, as you do your internal work, baby, you shining on the outside. And maybe a lot of times people do come in and see this, but don't understand what's going on under here. They see this. And they see this and they accept this. But if they can't accept this as well, they're not for you. And that's okay. That's okay. And you got the moon. So something is being revealed to you, the more you can move through this. Something is coming to the surface. Let's get some overall. We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So some debts, some injustice, some unfairness. I see. The Ten of Wands is also in reverse. So you are recovering from whatever this is. You're going through your rebirth. The Death card was also, it was in reverse. It was just in reverse. Stagnation, immobility, forest. But you have the Three of Wands. Okay, so you're coming up out of this, whatever this is. This is that emotional storm right now. And there has been some instability, maybe, whether, but you are trying to recover from this. The Ace of Wands come out, right? Queen of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. So this is somebody that's, like I said, is in your energy. They're literally sending you energy to stop your forward movement. They're trying to. They're really trying to slow you down. Someone is literally trying to slow someone down here. Why is this Four of Pentacles here? The Three of Cups, okay? So it could be someone... That's too many. Okay, so it's people from the past that you've walked away from, whether this is family, friends, Emperor. Okay, so it could be a past lover, somebody that's a masculine, and or if you are the masculine, someone is sending you energy to slow you down, to stop your forward movement. But like, why though? The Star, because of who you are and what you do. Give me one more on this. Give me one more. Queen of Cups. There's too many people right here. With the 4 of Swords at the bottom. Baby, you've been under deep attacks. Do not want your forward movement at all. The 6. And look who at the bottom, right? But look who just flew out again. An Emperor. Okay, so somebody is surrounded by a warlock. And these could be past lovers. These could be suitors. You feel me? Somebody do not like your forward movement, my love. Somebody do not like that you are literally who you are. Like, they do not like that. So if you are a divine feminine, I do need you to protect your womb space right now. They repeat themselves. I'm not finna keep clarifying. So this is somebody that you may be, like, the person that you could be sleeping with. Do not have your best interest. They are upset. Like, that's what I'm saying. They don't like, they want to keep you in this lower frequency, in this lower vibration. And you know that. They don't want you to feel like full of yourself. Because you know who you are. You know who you are. And they're sent in your life to bring you down. They are sent. And that weight is heavy. Like, they trying to have you weighed down and burdened. Can't make this up. You know who the fuck you are. Get up. Get up. Get up. You know who you are. Do not. Like, you, come on now. You stand firm on what it is you believe in, who you are about yourself. And because of that, you will be tested as many times as possible. People will come, like I'm telling you, they will dance in your face if you allow them to. Get up. Do what you gotta do for you. Like, motherfuckers be wanting you to need them. Oh, so-and-so need me. So-and-so needs me. But this ain't out of love. But this is just so they can brag on it. They not doing this out of love. They not. So, the 4 is sitting at both bottoms. Please get some rest. Motherfucker really want you to not know who you are. The Knight with this 3. Judgment in reverse. Like, they trying to halt your, like, you're ascending way faster than what they realize. That they don't know who you really are for real, for real. They know about you, but they don't really know who you are. Man. And because a lot of people don't want to do that work, oh, you scam. Oh, you push people right out your life. Ace of Cups here. So yeah, you going through a whole new beginning. Like, you not finna sit here and keep waiting on people to get it together. It's like, if I'm doing the work, I'm actively trying to be the best version of me. I'm showing up for the things that I want for me. Man, I can't keep sitting in this. I gotta get up. I gotta keep moving. I gotta keep going for the things that I want in my life. So it's like, okay, I gotta, one step at a time. Okay, let me peel back whatever this is. What am I holding on to that is not actively getting me the things that I want? I have to take things one thing at a time. It's things that I really do want to achieve. Cool. You got the Ace of Wands here with the 3. So you are going through this. You're going to push past any and everything that you genuinely have to. And there may have been some stagnation, but that is a part of the process, because you need to sit down and understand what are you not facing with this paradox. It's both sides of you. Maybe you have been so deep into your spirituality that you have not been showing up in the 3D. Take it how it resonates. And maybe it's the opposite. You have been so focused on getting your money right, fixing all these things, and where you forgot who you were. And that's okay, because a lot of us are here to remind you. If I'm going to tell you now, yes, somebody is definitely sending you negative energy and trying to stop your forward movement, whatever that looks like. So first, you need to denounce that lazy spell. It is on one of my readings. I will put it in the description below again. Write that down, burn that, release that. And then you need to sit with yourself and ask yourself, where am I allowing my energy to continuously leak out? What am I giving my attention to? Is it actually serving me? If not, get up out of that. You need to sit with this. Observe yourself as much as possible. Are the things that I'm doing today actually propelling me for the future that I want to live? Am I actually holding myself accountable? And if you are not, with the Emperor here twice, get moving. You have to move past this. You genuinely do. You are supported in every which way. You have to create this discipline. You have to become structured. You have to create this plan so that you can pour into whatever this is that you want to grow. There is something that you do want to grow, though. There is some emotional stability. There is some collaborative efforts, but it does require you to go through that, and you're going to have to sit with this. So it's like, maybe right now is not the time for you to be with this incompatibility. It's not time for you to call judgment on this situation. Slow down. Whoa, pause. Because there is a new emotional fulfillment that can come in. It does require you to let go of the past hurt, whatever this debt that you, like this spiritual debt that you've been holding on to. You got to release that. Yeah. And so both of these was at the bottom when I said that. So it's like, what? Get up out of your head. You too much in your head. You too much emotion in your emotions to where you can't alchemize it. So you got to alchemize this for your highest potential. So once you get up out of this victim mentality, once you get up out of this imprisonment that someone's trying to put you in, somebody trying to bond themselves to you, but that's what I'm like, yeah, they want to give you their problems. They want you weighed down. But that's just not who you are. That's just not who you are. I don't care what be going on in the 3D. This weight, the Page of Swords. So there's some type of communication coming in, and it's coming fast. What's this communication about? What you working on? So maybe you're working in silent, and somebody don't like that because it's putting, like, you sending some energy back to them, or they can't keep up with something that you're doing. That's at the bottom. You moving too fast. You moving too fast for them. They can't keep up. The King of Pentacles, because you keep breaking free, because you keep alchemizing this energy, because you're just actually well more grounded and well more poised than people realize. I think I said that in the last one as well. The death keeps here because you're walking away and you get the world. That could be an earth sign that's coming in to communicate something to you, but I'm gonna be honest with you. If you genuinely, the more you get to know yourself and understand what your triggers are, and you can just sit with those, right? You release whatever that is. Understand that everybody has a viewpoint. I'm gonna give you an example. Somebody told me that, like, they just randomly was like, oh, I don't like girls with a lot of piercings. I don't give a fuck what you don't like, in my mind. And so I was like, oh, okay. A couple months went past, I ran into them again, and they was like, oh, how you been? I've been well. Walk right past them. They was like, everything okay? Everything is great. And so they was like, why am I so distant? Well, for you to just come out of your mouth and randomly tell me something that you don't like, that you see that I have a lot of, why would I continue to have any type of, like, I literally was like, oh, I genuinely don't talk to people that just tell me shit that they don't like, that I didn't ask for from them. And they was like, oh, no, I didn't mean that about you. Yes, you did. You wouldn't have said that if I wasn't in your vicinity to show you exactly something you didn't like. Now, you didn't know that you said that out loud, in a sense. It didn't affect me. But for you to sit there to say, damn, I don't like girls, I like that you don't like that. But that ain't got shit to do with me. Because in reality, you like me more than you realize. And it's just a simple fact that I have piercings. And that's just something you told yourself you didn't like. That's that paradox. You really fuck with me more than what you realize. But damn, you did say that you don't. Yeah, the last bitch you had a piercing, or your mama told you that don't go and get no piercings. Don't bring no girls back over here with piercings. I don't care what you don't like. I don't care what you don't like. You didn't know that? I'm like, cool. And now they don't hear from me, because why would you tell me that? Did you thought I was going to take them out for you? Just close them? No. The Sun, because you still do what you have to do for you and what works for you. Because why would I dare my life for something you don't like about it? That ain't got nothing to do with me. So I'm going to wear them every day. Every time you see me, I'm going to have them here. So there's a Scorpio, clearly, in somebody's energy. You could be the Scorpio. They could be the Scorpio. They're genuinely not happy right now because they try to literally block your forward movement. They have literally had, like, they in your energy mad. Popped out twice. There's a masculine Scorpio at that point. Pissed off. Because you have broken free from something that they were trying to place on you. Can't make it up. And now they are being revealed. And now that pisses them off even more. whatever they tried to cause or send your way, it's going right back to them. So do whatever you need to do for the return to sender. Maybe it's because of the genuine fact that like you have more freedom than what people realize, and you don't cling on to the things that they cling on to. How could you be so happy and you have not even a quarter of the shit that they have? You ain't even got nobody in your circle, but you just as happy. You actually happier to be by yourself. You don't even have these things, and because you're showing them that it's like, that's that paradox. It's like, I don't need none of that to be happy. I don't need none of that. A lot of people see things, like I said, in the material sense. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. Where your heart at? And so it's like, because you can be vulnerable and you have this empathy and you understand this, they don't like that. Because why? Like, be mad. They want you to be bad. And you're like, no, I'm good. I'm just going to keep moving forward. Anywho. Y'all, that is the message I have for you guys. I'm finna get ready, because I'm gonna have to sit with this. I gotta show up on my Patreon. I haven't showed up on Patreon yet. So, yeah. So please, like, comment, subscribe. And also check out my Patreon. It is called K's Intuitive Messages, A Sacred Space. It's where we go deeper into whatever this energy is, you know. We get deep into it. We do more shadow work over there as well. It's more intuitive. It's where you just release your guards. Also, I do have a podcast on Spotify. It's called I Have a Message, where I also do more spiritual work. We do spirituality over here. We are spiritual, baby. Right now we are reading the 4 Agreements, and once I get done with that, I will be doing a review, and then of course what I picked up from it, how I felt. So a lot of these things are, of course, I'm using that as the reference, but it's a me thing. It's the same way for you. You are the only individual out here in this world. No one else exists but versions of you that you need to heal and show up for. Because, yeah, which I know that sounds crazy. Nothing is real except for what you perceive. But I will see you guys in the next one.